We're filming.
Okay, hi, Laura Gaida here. Last week I showed you all of my finds from the farmer's market, and today I'm actually going to cook them. And I want to thank my husband Blair for filming today. So these are shiitake mushrooms, and they come with a little stem on them. I rip the bottom off and then pull the stem off. And then I use the stems in stir fries and things like that. And these are just going to get cooked in butter and olive oil. And then these are the other mushrooms that I bought. They're called jumbo oyster mushrooms. And you cut them the size of scallops. And then you put olive oil on them, and then you dust them with both of your spices, whatever you want. You flip them over and then do the same, and you cook them in the pan just like scallops. So that's what I'm using for my meat. And then over here, I'm just cooking down my refrigerator and putting things in that I know I have to get rid of. And so I had a bunch of parsley. And when I do my parsley and any of my green vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts, I soak them in ice salt water, and it gets out all of the bugs if there's any bugs in them. And then I rinse them, and then I put them in the salad spinner, spin them out, and then they end up on a paper towel that you just spread them out, put paper towel on the top, roll them up, and then I just take some and take the tops off, and then that's going to go on the sprinkled on the top of the entree. I also have some cabela peppers. I'm not sure that's the right name, but I want to get rid of those, so I'm just going to slice them up and fry them. And then I have some pea pods that I also did the method of soaking them in the salted ice water, and then I dry them because I'm going to season each one differently. And then here for my pasta, I use sweet potatoes. And so this is what it looks like. I take my sweet potato. Yes, I have lots of gadgets. These are my gloves that I wash my sweet potatoes with. Dry them off, cut the ends off, and then you put it on the spiralizer, and you just start making your noodles. So next I'm going to take you through frying all the vegetables to put together the entree. See the color on that? That's what you want on the peppers. Here are the pea pods. I sprinkled them with olive oil and then some honey sriracha. I'm just gonna go into the pan for a light saute. Here are the shiitake mushrooms inside the fry pan. I use clarified butter that I make myself. Some of you I've made this for. And then a little bit of butter. And then you saute on the cap side down, flip it over, and let them cook for a couple more minutes, and they're little nuggets of goodness. So here are the oyster mushrooms. This one is on the first side, and these are the second side. Don't they look just like scallops? Okay, we're almost done. These are the Italian scallops. These are the mushrooms with the Italian seasoning. And then I throw a little bit of Prosecco wine vinegar on them to finish them off. So now I'm going to saute the sweet potato noodles. I have a little bit of the rendered butter and olive oil in here. And then I put basil and garlic into the pan, lightly saute. That's a little high. I'll turn it down a bit. But then I'm going to immediately add my sweet potato noodles and start mixing it up. I do leave the skin on the sweet potato noodles just for a little extra fiber. And you just kind of stir it up. And they only take just a couple minutes to cook. You can add a little more to the top. There's that. And then we just continue stirring a little bit. I never add right on the noodles. I always pour it into the center. Let it heat up a little bit. And then you stir the noodles into it. I'm going to add just a little bit more of the seasoning that was on the cutting board. Saute. Probably for about 2 to 3 minutes on medium-high. And then you basically just take it over to the pan or to the presentation platter, and then I just put them right in the center like that. And then I have my parsley right here. Sprinkle my parsley on, and then that way you can take whatever you want. Those are the oyster mushrooms. We have the peppers, the shiitakes, and then the pea pods. And that's my dish. This is the finished product. We like to eat it in a bowl with some chopsticks. And that's it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed my lesson.